Good day, everybody. My name is Barry Gordon. I represent Sharp Edge Sharpshooter, and I'm here today to show you a little bit about paracord weaving, and the uses of these various ropes that can be extremely handy in all conditions, whether they be survival, whether they be tactical, whether they be for hunting, or just for general daily chore. I'm going to do today a small little pull tag on a Swiss Army knife to show you a cobra weed. A cobra weave is a simple little weave that the end product looks something like that, and allows one to attach it onto a knife to enable one to draw the knife out by pulling on the pull cord and getting it into one's hand quickly. Also, once it's in one's hand, it enables one to hold on to the knife and the pull tag to enable you to work well with the thing without dropping the tool while you are busy getting out the selected tool or whatever. So I'll begin by showing you what I'm going to do over here with a 2.5mm cord made by Atwood, and I will endeavor to try and explain as we go along. And I must emphasize that there are many hundreds of different paracord weaves. If one goes onto YouTube and you just type in paracord weaving, you will spend many nights looking at many different individuals around the world who will show you hundreds of different weaves. I have a couple over here that I've brought along as a sample, but I'm just going to do a standard cobra weave to enable one to get the picture of exactly what is involved, how easy it is. It doesn't take very long, and the uses thereof. So I'll continue by now making the trektokie or the pull tag. I'm using a 2.5mm cord here. There are different thicknesses of cord, as you can see here, ranging anywhere up to 10mm, but obviously the smaller the better for small utensils. I'm going to cut a small piece over here to get the body of the device, and we'll make it about so long, and I'm just burning the ends together to enable me to work with the body quite comfortably. Once I've got the body ready, I'll take another piece of cord and I'll measure off approximately 6 lengths of what I have as the body length. We'll then make a half a knot in the middle of that cord. Okay, once I have my body piece available and ready, I've put it through the centerpiece and I just tighten up the knot. From there we can begin the weave. Starting either on the left or right hand side, doesn't make any difference. I'll choose the left, go over the top, take the right hand piece, bring it underneath and through the loop that I've created on the left hand side. Pull it up snug and get it into a relatively tight knot. And then I repeat that process purely on the opposite side. So I'll take the right one, bring it over the body of the pull tag, take the left one underneath and through and pull it up. And this is a repeat process where one just keeps doing it from left to right. So I'll continue, and you'll be able to get the picture as to how quick this all happens. This particular weave is called a cobra weave and is one of the most common weaves, and it looks quite nice and neat and is not too thick, and it is easy to finish off, easy to weave, doesn't require a lot of thought, or doesn't get terribly complicated. It's straightforward and simple. We'll do one more just to use up the full length of the rope. And now for the finishing off process. Many different ways to finish that off. My system is simply just to cut the end and to burn it. One must be careful, it gets very hot, so wet one's finger, slightly touch the burnt part, and it will lock itself onto the adjacent weave, and it's now nice and firm. Repeat process on the opposite side. Then to finish off the end, and there is the finished product. Simple, easy to grab, and allows you, if you're working with the blade, to have a small extension in your hand to enable you to control the knife and not to drop it, obviously, to be able to close it easy. Maybe for small children or youngsters who fumble a little bit with things, that it enables them to grab more, to hold onto the thing firmly. It also allows you to put it inside a pouch, and when that is tucked in the side, one can open the pouch and draw out the knife easy without having to look, and it's secure in the hand. The paracord is used for numerous other things, one of them being an example of a wrist bracelet with paracord weave, and it has an unusual little buckle which houses a compass, a small little blade, and it has a little flint stick which enables one to then spark the flint stick to start a fire, and that all sits inside the buckle. And just to add to that, it has a whistle which allows one a nice little compact tool for survival situations out in the bush. Here's another example of a different weave which is much thicker and uses more cord, many different colors and combinations, with a simple plastic buckle. And these have now become quite popular amongst different people, purely as a piece of jewelry, or alternatively as a functional survival bracelet, where one in an emergency situation has cord which one can use for whatever reason. Here's an example of a nice field knife for chopping and for cutting. And here is a weave that has been put on the tang of the blade, which now makes it nice and functional. It's a nice, good, solid grip, especially in wet or mud or any other environment where there might be some slip. There is also a lanyard in here which will enable one to put it around one's wrist so that the tool is now secure in one's hand. Alternatively, one can put it through the thumb and take it around the wrist so that if one needs to get one's hand out of here easy, your wrist is not caught inside the lanyard. Here is an axe that I've taken the cord and just wrapped it around the handle to enable one to have a slightly thicker handle, and also to allow one to carry in an organized manner the paracord, which one could then use for tying something up or pulling something or securing whatever in the field. Here is a neck knife in its sheath with a bit of paracord, which allows one to then wear it around one's neck, or alternatively on a belt loop, or to secure it anywhere. And what it does is it allows one to withdraw the knife out of the sheath in a static manner. So by pulling on the knife, and this is anchored, it will then allow the sheath to drop away and the knife is in one's hand. Thank you. I've now explained everything to do with the pull cord on a pocket knife. If you're interested in seeing these products, they are available at Sharp Edge Sharpshooter in Sandton. And the weaving is available off YouTube in the heading of paracord weaving. Thank you for your time and enjoy the activity.